wish I could. You're working, Mara. Ah, man, sucks. Jeez. I hope you have a good day at work at least. If the servers are up, because I'm jumping guns here. Looks like we're having the same issue again where Nitrado is getting all the access again, and we will have to wait on our worlds until they come available. Favoritism, man. Favoritism. Jeez. Come on, G-Portal, get your servers up. It's noon. Go over your lunch break. Boot them up. Yeah, I guess I'll sit here again and wait for hours on end. Jesus. I'm just waiting until the listing becomes available again. Even for the X realms. I mean, they have one up. They had like 2 servers in total on here, like 2 sieges. We'll just have to wait for hours to come up. I hope it doesn't require a manually refresh for G-Portal servers. Any 5 I didn't get G-Portal. Went with the middle one. Right. I do have a Drunken Dragon server if I want to play. But both services have their ups and their downs, in my opinion. I mean, there's always like Go official, right? That's not something that I rather play this with people who are gonna be active and who are gonna be around than with randoms, especially if you want to go into the end game stuff where you fight like over the lens rod. I think it's going to be more important to be in a guild and to have some influence into that route rather than to just sit it out and let it happen. I mean, I could always join a random guild or something like that, but then again, how much influence are you going to get into it? And then it's like the idea of this being an immersive MMO. I feel for the time that you spend as a solo player in a guild, it's better to make your own guild then, even if it's just you. but I don't know if it's requiring more people to start a guild or not. Yeah. I mean, we are opting to coverage all of it. Um, it being the solo story parts of it, it being the multiplayer aspect of it, helping each other out in the dungeons and whatnot, where we can, like the spice gathering. Um, there's already been talks on how we're gonna do it, on who's going to fulfill which role, so to speak. Um, and like that kind of stuff you don't get. I feel like when you're solo, like you can always ask random people, but then it's always random people. At least now I know that if I would join um on the server here with Pandy and the others, um that we can contact each other and it's going to be planned. Like everyone is going to be there, everyone is going to do actively something for the guild. um Even if we are separated, it doesn't mean that the guild focus is not going to be there. um like I will be able to get maps and stuff of it from Nico, because I know that she likes to do that stuff. Like she and Penny are going to build bases and try to make a living, I think, of blueprints, or maybe not, or just build for fun. um but then that's also going to be beneficial for me, because then I don't have to build like a base and I can focus on other stuff at that moment. I could go out and gather resources or try my hands at the PvP stuff, because I'm the only one who's actually not afraid to go PvP and like do the PvP stuff. So if I can contribute to that point, then good. Um, and yeah, I mean it's like I had this test this morning. I had a test, and it seemed to be doing well, but I couldn't see the ping on the server, so I don't know if it actually was like a pin of 140 something, or I seen it as high up as 260 something. So I don't know what the ping was on our server there. Could have been really low, and I want to see the spike. If it gets too high, it could be that I drop out of the server and I join someone else's server. I found multiple people playing this. I even had other streamers asking me to join them as well, besides of this community. Like actually huge streamers are streaming this. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But for now, I'm staying here on Pandy server, and we'll see. I will try and join Trev server as well. I will try to do both of them, but again, it's going to be like I'm going to feel out whose server is more active, so to speak. You want with Netrado? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well then there's only 3 available, so it's G Portal, Netrado, or the X Realms. But X Realm had it raw also, I heard over the internet. And the G Portal side is only bad on the North America side of it. I think it's just the bombardment of players that they had. Which I think a huge role in that plays part of it being people following streamers who are renting servers, and if you're a streamer then you mostly go look at the bigger streamers and they all sit in America and stuff like that, so it's easier to pick a server from America rather than from Europe or something. So I mean, yeah, I can show you, by the way. If I go Europe and I confirm it and I go private, see, that's all the servers, and I bet you they're gonna be up and running soon there. So it like G Portal is active enough. I mean, I'm getting low pin here, but it's actually some servers went as low as 21. So yeah. Hey Lunas, I hope you're doing well, brother. I'm just waiting on the servers yet again. Oh boy. I'm all good, Lunas. I'm all good. Despite being up till like I believe I stayed up till 6:30 this morning. So 5:30 this morning. And then I went to bed for a couple of hours and then I started streaming again because the server was finally live. And then I knew I had to rush because I had to go places, and then in the end it disconnected me, but it was because the server went into maintenance. So it wasn't a server disconnect, it was like them going into maintenance on the servers. And now we're coming out of maintenance, so that's a waiting point now as to how fast G Portal is going to get their servers online again, so we can join again. Probably broke the servers patching, yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised that G Portal is on a system where they have to manually upload the patch to each and one of the servers, and it's taking them ages to do so. The unofficial, there's not that many people jumping into there. What about? Yeah, Europe is getting medium. medium on average for player population. System requirements. Ooh, buddy. The higher the better, right? It's not that high, but they do recommend wait, hold on. I'm trying to pull it up here. The start page it would show.
So then, you're not quite dead.
Oh, let me.
Great plots are afoot in the Imperium.
Flipping up players, man. Jesus. Down here. No, where was it? Here. I'm running it fine. Good enough. I mean, the minimum is the GTX 1060. So I mean, right? It's not that of a big something that you need. They don't speak even of an i9. They speak of an i7 for the recommended. So of course the more the better. I mean, but that's always the case, right? Even I feel like this is going to be filtered out in all the specs in about 2 years. This is going to disappear because every system is going to have it. But yeah, just waiting on the servers. Just pinning it if there's players coming in, trying to see if we are live or not. He does. Like saying with my little machine, and then he's he's bringing experimental NVIDIA stuff that already that still has to be released for the public. And I better took my car and it would have been better going to the beach and playing on the sand there. Jeez, this is taking forever. Come on, man, it's just some sand that you have to load. What's the big deal with it? Got the Ultimate Edition, yeah. I went with the Deluxe Edition. Just so I could sit here 4 days earlier on a waiting list. Why are these two up and the others are not? That's like this. Why? Come on, guys, get your ship together. Oh, that's probably because that they loaded 100 servers for Nitrado first. Like at this point, I'm willing to say that Nitrado had an inside deal with them going on, and they just took on G Portal and X Realm to be. Oh yeah, it gives more options to the people in Europe and stuff, but it wasn't really meant for the American audience. And this is the fall that we see now. Is that they have to upload the servers from Germany all the way to America, and it's someone running over there with like a power line. And then again, the Germans are just coming off of a lunch break, so but they have eaten first, and then they were like, oh yeah, who's going to go to America this time? And then they just send them off with a plane. So I hope the weather is good there, because if it isn't, he's not gonna be able to land for a few hours. Come on, man. See all those people? They're all playing again. For flip's sake, man. Jesus. Hey, Solar. Good morning. Basically, just waiting on yeah, it's not going to the restart ain't going to do nothing much for it. I can, but it's not going to do much for it. Because the patch is already downloaded. It already did its thing. So it's not that we need a separate patch. Like the patching is done, it's there. Else the other people won't be able to go live as well. We're just waiting on our servers again to get booted up. Hope you're doing well, Solar. Also, that startup message is really annoying because it skips the whole intro. So if you're booting up the game for the first time, it's going to skip the introduction cutscene for you. So once you go on to servers, it actually starts with the next cutscene, so to speak. So come on, man, not again. Jesus. Well, you know what, guys? There are any low servers? Ooh. Alright, what is she portal up to now? Yeah, right. No incidents reported. The 6th of June, no incidents reported. Wait, what? Where have you been living? All there was complaints yesterday about the G portal servers, and now they're saying no problems found at all. Jeez. Um. It's probably on X, right? They didn't even post anything about it on their official. God. Right? Stupid, man. Why? Why would you? No. Uh, nah. Well, I'm on a private server with G Portal, and as long as the siege is not showing up, I can enter into the server. So, because if you click on this one, then it opens up the bunch of servers who are within that siege. Our siege is not even showing. Like we have these two available. but those are not the sieges that we are on. We are on the PvEVP one, so it's just waiting until they get them up, just like yesterday. I hope it doesn't take them hours this time. Play on, and the issue is that I don't bring over any character progression with it, because you only have one character per server, and the server hopping isn't available yet. And I don't feel like spending hours on a public server now just to get back into the other server and then do the same quests again, the same story again. So, nah. I mean, who's on there? It's Bandy, Nico, Steel, some others who are joining. I think there's 10 in total. Or I believe we are with 8 people in total. And it's up to 10, so we do have a few more spots. But yeah. Sounds like once human when it started out, yeah. I mean, even worse, Mixire, because these people with Natrado can already play. I could be I am complaining, but I am complaining about the G Portal servers not coming on fast enough at this point. Not saying anything bad about them. I'm just saying they could be a bit faster with refreshing them and making them available to us again. Because these servers are all up. The official servers all are up. It's just waiting on G Portal again. And I mean the people on X-Roll, they only have one available out of the 3 that they had. So, I mean, yeah, that's at its core, it's an MMORPG. So, regardless or not, it's going to have these issues. And they won't patch us, especially. I mean, I could go in the game and show you what the game is, but I said it's going to be double work for me, and yeah. They have no trees. They don't have trees yet. Like now it's all Haga Basin, and it's based on this one planet that we're on. In future updates, they are going to release more planets to travel to, and they are going to be different than what this is. So yeah. The new worlds grew up. Yeah. Hey, Seeing X. I even get started about my wallet, man. Hmm. Yeah, see, the thing is, I already played the beta of it. So I know what the game is, and I know it's a good. There's a reason why I'm sitting here waiting for the server to come online. Well, there's a bunch of servers all online already, but well, I mean, if you guys want to see it, I can load into Christopher server. That's gonna be the easiest thing to do. There we go. Because he's on a private server and I'm the only one playing on it at the moment. Because I don't believe that Christopher has a server himself. He just transferred it over to get like a server ready for the game if he gets it. Yeah, sure. We'll do that. This is basically just after making the character and then coming in here doing the combat tutorial.
That's the pentashield key. Once you equip it, you can pass through the shield. Get to the captain and activate that transmitter. I'll be there soon.
Shot as a prisoner out of the air, got trapped in a cave, but this man claimed to be saving us. And now we're trying to escape with him.
We only need the leader.
And then they set up a barrier around us so we couldn't escape, so that's why we needed the ornithopters to get out of it. So I just went into the main ship and called the backup, and now we're destroying that backup.
I hear I'm a wanted man.
Oi! Woodland scum! I man tukta lasto breg ada hung unvalo arsund.
They do have nice
That's why I
armor
brought you
sets.
here.
Mexire. Have a few of them, and then they're going to add more, I believe, with cosmetics and stuff like that. Eventually, you're able to craft them yourself, and fly them around.
Ever fly an ornithopter?
Um,
But my leg is bad.
hold on to that, Mexire. I'll explain it. Hey, Steffi.
Get ready. They'll be on us as soon as we break through.
With under boobs.
There's too many. Turn us into the storm. They won't follow.
this drops you
Get up,
random
Off-worlder.
somewhere on the
I
map
couldn't wait for you.
each
But
time,
now you need to run.
and from
The
here the
sandworm is
game
coming.
starts.
Run now.
Hold on, let me move, then I can run. Jesus. I'm trying here. Thus this to just head towards the cliffs, the mountains. It's that thing is hiding.
You made it, Off-worlder. Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not, Off-worlder. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave. Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Mauler outfit won't cut it out here.
Right. So they want us to craft our first set of gear, which we will do momentarily. But to come back on the paid cosmetic stuff, so to speak, they are going to include Twitch drops. That's a thing. They are including ways to get other visuals for the stuff that you have, but none of them are going to be paid. So they're not going with a paid shop. They're not going with a currency that you can buy to buy items in the game. They're not releasing anything paid. They are just going to opt for DLCs that are going to expand further on the story and are going to build in new building blocks to build with. And so basically that is going to make a set over time. If you collect all the building pieces, you can have an entire set. So in that regard, you also need to know that they have a road plan, a roadmap for the next coming 10 years. So they said they will be doing DLCs quarterly each year. So each quarter it's going to be a DLC, I believe. So there's a ton for this game that they have in mind. They are even working with stuff that they are still waiting on themselves, that they have planned both ways, but they're waiting on confirmation whether they can use it or not, because parts of it are still owned by the Dune universe company holders, and they need to like release it. Some assets of it are still going to be in movies and stuff like that, so that's stuff that they are not able to share just yet, but they know they will be sharing at some point. So that's where the DLC comes from, and there's also gonna be like free world updates each time. Another thing that you have to know is that in this Haga basin where we are right now, this desert is safe. The next desert up, and like the deep desert, I believe it's what it's called, is a part beyond that. Whatever is built there is going to be reset weekly, because it's part of the in-game, like the weather system with the sands rolling and stuff like that. They found it funny if you are not able to create bases in the end zones of the game. So you temporarily build a base up for a week, gather as much spice and materials as you can within that base, and then transfer it back out to a previous base, so that you then can advance into the next week with like the lance rod, which is this system, which I didn't even look into before. But these are basically missions that you can complete, and the more people of affection completed, they can conquer this slot, and that's going to give them, like, if this would be for the House of Arthrides, and this would be, these two would be going for the Harkonnen, then it basically will be that at the end of this week, the Harkonnen would win because they have 2 slots over the Arthrides, who only have that 1 slot. And then they get to set up, the winner gets to set up a rule for the server. But it's going to be globally for the entire server cluster, so to speak. So all the guild leaders will have a place at the Lance Rod, and like it will be an actual physical place where they can walk around and stuff like that. So there's a ton of content in the game, and like that's why I said I know what I'm walking into, and I'm not sad to wait just a few hours. I'm sad to wait days. If it was like yesterday, like I said, here from 4 p.m. till about 8 a.m. in the morning. Then I was able to play. Then the servers went down like 3 hours after that. So, I mean, bleh. Like this zone, whenever you pick your server, Lunis, you have the option of going roleplay, hardcore, PvEVP, and those 3 actually are, like, the hardcore enables multiplayer PvP across the entire map. So so that means that where I'm standing now, I could get shot, I could die to people. I would lose my inventory and stuff like that. It will be all grubs to like everyone who gets there. So it's basically like a free-for-all mode. With the roleplay, they have rules like where they can turn off, or they're asking to turn even off the sands storms, so they can roleplay the sandstorms even and stuff like that. So typical role-playing stuff. With us, the PvEVP, we are in zones. So this zone here, I'm entirely safe. If I go up north, which I will have to do eventually quest-wise, and material-wise, upgrade-wise, you will have to conquer up north. You end up in the deep desert, here somewhere, and that's where you get into certain zones where PvP is enabled, or it's like they have research labs that you can go into, which are basically open dungeons Like you're free to walk in and out whenever you want. But it sets you into a little loading screen. And entering that loading barrier, it loads in everyone who walks in there. Of course, that's from the server. Because like I'm saying, that's why I wanted to be on a private server. If you're on the officials, there's actually a hub system and stuff like that, like where I could go and visit a certain place where there's no PvP at all, but we can all like get together and trade items and do stuff together, do some side quests and whatnot, then come back to our Haga Basin and then be engaged into the PvE, PvP stuff again. With the PvE VP server that I'm on, it's basically Chris's own server. I'm all alone here in this Haga Basin, so all the desert that you can see is all my playground right now, and nobody is going to interfere with me here. Like, I don't have to worry about anything. I can build bases wherever I want. Well, granted, I be careful not to build on the open sands, because then the worms will pop up and come and eat me, and base and all. But besides that, I don't have to worry about anything. Like, I don't have to worry about, oh, am I set up here correctly? Am I going to get all the resources that I need near me? Because, like, this entire playground is mine. So, I mean, in that regards, I am playing solo now. Right, worms need to eat too. Now, I think Chris transferred the server over, but he couldn't get into the settings. He just booted the server as is, so it's basically like the official servers, this one. And I think Nico and Pandy kept the server also at the normal rates, because there's nothing much that you can do setting wise, because they still have the system where if I now want to say like, oh, I want to go and visit that place where all the players are trading and stuff like that, I can still actively, from Christopher's server, I can still physically go to that place and there will be other players there, because that's a part on the game servers that you're entering. So that's like an internal switch between servers that you temporarily make, and you're able to just interact with everyone, with people who are coming from role-playing servers, people who are there from the hardcore servers, people like me who are in solo on their own, in a world entirely on their own, and then they go in and meet up with some players to trade items and stuff like that. So it's all well thought about, and that confused me too. Basically, the only ground that they have is that it's only the people on official ain't going to interfere with the people on the private servers, and then the people on the private servers, I'm not sure if it's just going to be the Nitrado servers who are gonna meet up at those places, and the G portal people have their own thing. That's what I think is going on. But I don't know if we as a neutral player now can encounter someone there from G Portal. But I know that they kept it separate from the official servers. Because of mods and whatnot. Not that they are enabling hardcore mods, but like I said, for the role playing, for the people who are coming from turn off the sandstorms and everything. Because there are, if you now build like a little base, you have 2 upkeeps for it. And that's to prevent server cluttering, for getting rid of inactive players and stuff like that, is that you have to fuel your base to keep your shields up. Because if you don't shield it, then others can come in and raid it. Regardless if PvP is turned on or off. If you don't set up the barriers, everyone can walk into your base. I'm not sure. Mixire. He did say he was interested, but I'm on the verge that he's going to wait until the official release, until the 10th, and then get it done. Because it's no early access, it's an advanced access. That's what Steam is calling it. And it's basically because we paid for a pack to be on earlier. So it's not that we got granted keys by developers to test it out in an alpha base or something. No, this is the full game release. It's just that we pay more to be actively on these servers. And that's why they didn't want to call it early access, because early access, I mean, it's more referred to people who are getting keys from developers and stuff like that.
Reveal yourself.
Which can get difficult to get into. How much was it? Quite a bit, Lunas, to be fair. We'll check. Let me check it first. I do think I had a cave nearby here, right? The official servers, believe it or not, there's only place for 40 people per server. Per cluster, it's about 100, I believe, and then there's like up to 100 clusters that they can have, but each cluster always stays on their own. So it's only the people within that cluster who have a chance to interact in some sort of way with each other. Yeah, it's paid access, seeing X, yeah, and that's what it is. So I guess the nice word to say it is advanced access. But yeah, and these are the current prices in euro. Let me see if you're interested. It's 50 for the Dune Awakening, the normal edition, and the deluxe edition is about 70. And it's about 90 for the ultimate, which the ultimate gives you access to Yeah, see, there it is, advanced access. Features that allow us users that have pre-purchased the game to play prior to the game's official release. For example, the deluxe pre-purchase version may include advanced access. I'm trying to see what you get for it. My Steam is not letting me. It's basically a bunch of cosmetics that come along with it. Nothing game breaking like advanced weapons or stuff like that. They do come out with exclusive building sets. And that you can in a some sort of way revert to it as it being the bait stuff that we had on Once Human, like the kitty stuff and everything that we could place down. It's basically the same thing, but it's basically the same buildings. There aren't going to be, what I believe, not any special building pieces that are going to be available. It's just going to be reskins of them. Steam wants me to play. I played Warframe. I had a guild in it, even. I played it on PS4, and since my PS4 is gathering dust, games that I played along with it are gathering dust too. It was a fun game, but like it got too expensive for me to keep up with it. So that's why I gave up on Warframe. I had all the free stuff. Did all the free stuff.
Someone's here.
Oh no! Flip, 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 revive, 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 come on. Jesus, and people are saying are there boss fights. You're having troubles with normal PCs. Well, for one thing, the guild keep up. From what I vaguely remember, was a thing. Back when I played it, at least it was. Being able to actually see this sand shift like that's insane, man. Oh, backpack is full. Okay. Yeah, so why is that stuff paused? Sprint could be helpful to get. Yeah, I need it anyway for that other skill. Ooh. I might look into it then again. Mixire and like I said, it's been a while since I even touched my PS4. So that's going to be like what, 8 years or something since I played Warframe. Played it when it was fairly new, so. There's like a bunch of games that I should get back into. I was actually thinking when this dies out a bit, or like they flip us around and they start asking money for, or they start going to do the pay to win route and stuff like that. Or if people aren't active on the servers anymore. I will be thinking of doing Nightingale again, because that has a bunch of updates as well, and I really like the aspect of it as well, like being able to visit generated worlds, and that you could change them on the spot with the cards. That was a very nice mechanic. Also, once human. If I'm looking for another MMO, once human is a huge one to get back into at this point. Yeah, it's just having the time to play them all is more of an issue. Now, why are you flipping posts? Oh, resume. Output inventories are full. Ah. So you want me to have more space for it. Okay. I can get rid of my old equipment. Shouldn't be too worried about this. And then we just need the gloves.
The War of Assassins has left debris scattered all over this sector. Salvage metal from the wreckage with your cutter ray, and use it to make a Mauler pistol and darts. Don't let the Imperial disdain for ranged weapons lead you astray. Very few people are foolhardy enough to use shields this deep in the sands, and that is to your advantage.
And then I'm dying of thirst, of course I will be. There's also a huge difference between the gear that you wear. Like you have actually gathering gear and PvP gear, PvE gear, stuff like that. It's depending what you're doing, and having the only X amount of slots available is also limiting you on what you can carry along with you into and out to the deep desert as well, which makes this more fun. Makes it more tactical as well. Gives you a bit more advantage with being in a guild. Gotta get ready for mighting. I'll have a good stream, Lunas. See you later, buddy. Once an enemy is stunned, staggered, or knocked back, you strike in vulnerable nerve endings to cause more damage. Know exactly where and how to strike with the blade to cause additional damage. Better off going with the heals. No lightning darts. Also, it's just a basic mechanic, but like hit rotation is the only stat that you will have to be getting going. So like in other games where you have to eat food and you can drink stuff and stuff like that, this is not giving you any boosts. It's just keeping you alive with drinking, and the more that you are out in the sun and in the heat, the more it drains from you. Also, there's still a chance that I lose everything on my person, and that's whenever you get swallowed up by the storms that are going on, or whenever you get eaten by a worm, then you lose everything. Else, if you die, you lose some of the some of your backpack stuff, but not the gear that you're wearing. So I really like what they did with the game on with the systems in place. Just create a guild of Flurry only guild. Yeah, I could, but well, that's not the. That's not the intent. Like if Chris would play, would be more than happy to play.
This used to be Fremen territory, but the War of Assassins and
With
the
him.
Sardaukar pogrom put an end to that. Now the sector is crawling with scavengers, fighting over the scraps of Imperium technology left in the wake of this so-called noble war. But that's to your advantage, Offworlder. Allow them to do the hard work of gathering the salvage, and then take it from them. Don't hesitate to kill them all. They would do the same to you.
Also, another thing that you have to consider, like the NPCs that I'm killing and stuff like that. The resources I'm gathering, they all respawn fairly quickly, so it's not that you will have to wait like hours on end to get a respawn, even from major objectives and major targets. Skills. Hey. How's it going, Christopher? I'm cluttering up the server. Now watch Chris pull the plug on me. And I'm done again. Then it's back to the loading menu. I'm in it right now, and no, there's no lag issues. I waited on the G portal side to get up until like 8 AM this morning for me, and then it went up for 2 hours. They went into maintains, and now we're after patch 1, so maintenance is done, and now the servers still need to come up while yours was up, and that's why I'm playing around on here. That's just because of the other servers still being up. And the burning question, Christopher, are you going to play this game as well? Or are you going to be playing in sandcastles and stuff like that? Go to the scavenger camp. Use your ability and kill them. Okay, good. The game wants me to die. Cosmic Sailor would love to play with people. Oh, yeah. Ugh. So what you're saying, Chris, that is that if it would be something that could be given to you as a gift, it will be appreciated. Oh, there's my sandworm worm. So they do pop up, and then that's basically your warning to get out of the way. And then it's going to rush around if I keep playing around here with the desert, with the worm in the desert. He's gonna come after me eventually and then eat me. Unless I'm on like these parts where it's like hard sand, so they can bust through the surface. Hey, Penny. Yeah, just the two of you for a while. Yeah, partially that's our fault of getting into too many games and too. Yeah.
I see someone.
Ah, God, that's not a gun, that's a laser. Jeez.
Need to reload.
It's obvious you've had some training, off-worlder, but nothing can truly prepare you for what the desert has in store. Hone your skills and harden yourself to the violence you must do to survive. Remember, Arrakis will sharpen you or kill you.
Right. Is the other server up, Penny? Because I'm currently on Christopher's, because G Portal was doing the thing again where after maintenance they said nope, here's 2 servers and the rest can wait.
Still tent, you're easy prey to the sandstorms that sweep across the desert. Those storms tear flesh from bone and shred metal like paper. Unless you'd like to share a cave with some scavengers, your best bet is to build your own shelter. Build a construction tool and place out a sub-fief console. You'll be claiming a portion of the planet's surface for your very own. Or rather borrowing it from the Emperor. I'm a little hazy on the specifics.
Right, thanks, Penny. construction till midnight. I got one already, didn't I? I know. There it is. Good. Close to a no building zone. Ah, come on! I'm going to see if I can build up there. Nah, yeah, the enshrouded. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely favoritism, Penny. I mean, it rather was back already with the 100 servers, and like the Portal and X-Realm sat there solely with 2 servers. Like X-Realm only got the 1-up, so that's definitely some favoritism there. I hate to name it like that, but I think that's exactly what's going on. And I don't think I'm sugarcoating it either.
Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of an Imperial sub-fief. More of a sub-fief. But it's enough for now. Get your construction tool out and get cracking. It's not a shelter without walls and a roof.
Get the shelters up for the roof. Man, I'm still getting used to the building system. No, it's not. And this is totally on me, chat, by the way, because I'm bad at building. And it's nothing with the game. This is a me issue. Rotate is left alt and then scroll. Ooh. It's too far out. Don't go for it.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Favorite structural. No. That one. Hmm.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. No. If I crawl back inside, I'll be fine, right? A suffer. Oh no. There we go. Hey, Robin.
Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Robin. Move your sub speed console to a shelter location. Okay, good. There we go. Do, do, do. I didn't pick up any. Must have been because my inventory was too full then. Is it? What am I doing? Oh, that's for vehicles. Ah. That's what I'm getting confused at. Okay. Never mind. Tempting, chat. so tempting to just go there. My heart, nah, it's fine. Still breathing, right? Oh, no, that's my fault for not reading what my actually objective is. I need to build a fuel powered generator. That makes sense. Makes sense that I would have to build that. You actually drain their blood and then the blood you can convert into water. So technically yes, but it's more gruesome. Also, will be more than welcome to build me a house. Well, the nice thing is that you can actually blueprints the entire base, and then you can go and sell those blueprints off to other players, or just trade with other players. So that there is like a market for it. I'm pretty sure that because the developers actually in the stream were like, oh well, we could make it so that we have an NPC and then one of the outposts that trades for blueprint bases. For you too, Solar. I know I'm gonna be broke, man. Jeez. I know. I'm really stuck here. Jeez. Doo -doo -doo.
The sub-thief console comes with an automatic
go.
shield system that will keep your base safe from the sandstorms. Just keep the generator fueled, or the storms will tear at your walls. And it goes without saying, don't build on open sand. Seal your base, off-worlder. Maintain good water discipline, and it will keep you alive. You've done well licking flowers and sucking sap, but you need a consistent source of water. And the best source out here is blood. Extract it, store it, refine it, and drink it. Raw if you're really desperate. And don't mind throwing up. Actually, don't drink it, unless you really have to.
Oh, there you go, and there's your answer. You just asked me to build a plot extractor and a plot sack, so... and I guess the golden number was 3 of them. But yeah, just let me keep the 2 for now, and then see what the tasks are asking of us. Locate and kill scavengers. The one that I did, I did nothing. Those are the mentors who give you your skills, and you can actually go to each skill giver, and you can train with them as well. But all sets are grindable, so to speak. Should be able to get all of them. So honestly, Penny, I'm hoping Fremon will be the next one, because it's so highly asked after. And I'm gonna die to a sandworm right now, and I know I'm going to. It's just. Oh, no, that's because I equipped that. I thought, wait, what, mine? Can I have my spies here? But it's... You know, it's because I had the tool out to mine. You can. Eventually, you'll see which skills are more important than others. But definitely, like, each set has its own passives as well, which is very helpful to have. So, I mean, that's all I'll need. Follow your inner side. Do the first trial unknown. That's Frankie. you know. So yes, that's how you get eaten by sandworms. Spanky, no Frankie. Oh, that hitbox, yeah, huge hitbox. Even flying around with the ornithopters, like the helicopters that we saw in the beginning. Even flying around with those, like if the worm comes out of the sand, you need to compromise and be sure that you're flying high enough, or else the worm can still eat you. So they're not saying it for laughs and giggles. To beware of the worm on each given page about this game. And this was only one, like in the beta where I was roaming around. We had a constant of 3 of them roaming all around us. So it was one would pop up, then it would go down, another one would pop up, and a third one would be swooping in after you. And that was fun. Ooh, those were fun memories. Always someone was dying to them, and always someone was running away from them. There are PvE dangers, yeah. Like as you can see, I lost everything in my inventory now. I mean, yeah, you got a worm tooth, but that's just to give you a Chris knife. That's basically to say, oh well, here you get some sort of defense, have a tooth. 45 every time. Yeah, but I was in a more quieter server, Pandy. I joined in a low one at the very end of the beta weekend, like the last beta weekend. I only joined in on Saturday and then wasn't able to even play the full 2 days, so just grouped up with the people who were sort of around me. Oh god. Sheets. Be getting either on Saturday or Sunday, yeah. Sure, I'm excited, let me know. I'll have some fun. Excited broke down already. See, and now you're making Christopher think too, Mixire. Even Solar is starting to be like, oh yeah, well, damn, maybe. You love collecting, yeah. bane of my existence, being a loot goblin. Your wallet is stronger to resist. I mean, sure. Fair enough. I mean, like, the game wasn't cheap for me either, so totally get it. Did I die in that area? I think I did, right? Just curious to see if there will be any remains of my body. Because I'm saying you lose everything, but do you really lose everything? Do you really have to suffer? It's actually the first time dying to a worm, so I believe you, Penny. I just want a confirmation for myself. Yeah, the bugs they wipe, yeah. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm dead. Hi, big boy. Stay there, stay there, please stay there, please stay there. Come on, friendly, friendly. You're not hungry enough. Just ate me. You. Nah, a bit of radioactivity didn't kill nobody yet. It's all hoax. All fake news. Oh, well. Apparently Penny was right. Oh. Ah. That's what happened. Go north and east. I was going north, I was just going northwest. Oh, he popped out behind the mountain. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. Scared me for a second. He was going straight for me again. And he was right under me. That's why I activated the skill to move out of its way. Don't let for receive. I get eaten first, so what's the issue? You just don't have to be nowhere near me. That's all.
Who's that? Found them. I won't be going for much longer. I got a dinner to make very soon. Just want to see how far I can get. Wanna figure out how to craft stuff and get home? I'll be home soon. I found a pretty quick way to get home. That's not the issue. My specialty in every game to get fast home. First Dune run, 24-hour stream. 24 hours of this madness. I got a bit further. Stick to the south, please. No, I don't wanna, Pandy. I don't wanna. I don't wanna listen. No.
And that another worm was about to pop up right underneath me. You need a bike? Yeah, but we need to see the giant worm that we saw in the trailer. Oh, that's only by bicopter? Like there's no climbing a cliff and getting over on the other side on foot? It's only solo by the copters? I didn't know that. Let me keep trying. I know we watched it together. I'm seeing the gun, but I'm not fan of using the guns. Need that one, some more metal. Okay. I got eaten by a sandworm, then I got damaged, and then I got eaten again, basically. So. Talking about me dying, you know, usual stuff.
Someone's here.
Reveal yourself.
Oh, come on, why is she not shouting? Jeez. And I have it. Man. Click back over just as like that, yeah. Well, I thought, hey, Christopher didn't see me die yet, so. You see the worm already, Chris? Here we go again.
I see someone.
Oh, in the deep desert, man, I gotta show Christopher the deep desert.
Weapon empty.
Oh, why do you keep shooting if your weapon is empty? Jesus. That was the wrong button. Operative fire. You can ride them? Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try to ride one. What do you think, Pandy? Well, it's basically a free ride as well.
Huh? Go enemy sighted!
Yeah, well. uh. Standards long late. Where do we need to go? Sort of. They do have like a sand bike, so I guess so.
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you need to be. I can fly you there for a price.
Want you to fly me to the deep desert.
Music to my ears. Where do you want to go?
Ooh, to Harkov village, Arrakis.
Well, the Harkonnens love their docking fees, so that's gonna cost a little extra.
Oof.
Alright, suit yourself.
I'll put the lights out. Oh no. Yelp. Well. Anyone knows about this issue? I'm able to move and stuff like that, but I'm not able to get out of here. She blinded me for not having enough money. Oh god. Jesus. Yeah, are you sleeping? Yeah, I'm sleepwalking. It's all been a spice dream. This is what you get for taking too many spice. You go blind. Honestly, I just closed the dialogue, guys. It didn't do anything, and it just came up with a black screen. So I mean, it's not gonna save itself. So I'm better off just maybe a respawn would have done it, but no, it's fine. I'll just quit out of it. Where do I find my stuff? Across the border. You should know, Solar. They have the best. I mean. Alright, guys. It's gonna be it for me for now. I'm gonna get dinner and then I'll be back later. See you. All this escape out. I was able to move and stuff like that, so it was just like a visual overlay. I'm pretty sure that if I log back in now I can play, but it gives me a good excuse to go and eat. So thank you all so much for the 12 likes, and I hope to see you guys again sometime. Later, guys.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope I see you all the next time. And to make sure that you don't miss it, please subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. And click the notification bell as you get notified when I go live next time. Down in the descriptions below, there's a ton of links to my friends and other great content creators out there. So yeah, go watch them, or watch one of these videos popping right up now on your screen. So yeah, see you later all. Bye my loves.